Today is June 14th, June 14th, 2024. It's Friday morning, about 10, 20, 25-ish. This is the morning video that I make daily. This morning I did a meditation. I actually did two meditations. One was Joe Dispenza, another one was Buddha meditation. So in that Buddha meditation, it's almost like a journey, and in that journey you can ask questions to Buddha, and you kind of sense the answer. Depending on how your belief system is, you can almost kind of think that Buddha is answering it to you, or your subconscious is answering, or the universe is answering. So from that, as life goes with a lot of different changes and everything, and my life has been a little bit different for a while now, especially after losing the job suddenly in last November. Normally, if I finished one job, even if there was a little bit of gap, I would right away try to get a job and then would get it. But this time it's been a little different, especially with the Alice's health situation and things all around. So as I look for constant, I talk about the Mother Earth, the sun, the blue sky, the trees, the water and air, and I'm grateful for all of that. So my question was, what can I do myself to have a little bit more control over my thought? And that is what I have been training my brain with many different ways, from different meditation videos, reading books, and many other ways. One very good answer I got, and normally I write it down right after the meditation. Today also I did the same, and a lot of time these are, the ideas are great. It's continuing. The consistency is important. Sometimes I learn something and then I don't continue, which is on me. Excuse me, not sure what happened there. Like one time I got the sign about doing mudra, which I have a picture of mudra over there. I do it, but not as often, so that's what I got to do. It's part of meditation. But at the same time, I think it's important to not get exhausted by doing everything, right? So it's okay to do things that resonate when that is resonating, and after some time you might do something different. Like, for example, this morning I was listening to a couple of Abraham Hicks video, and back in 2020 and 2021 I used to listen to a lot of Abraham Hicks videos, and it did help me a big time to find inner peace and how to have my emotions work throughout the day. So the answer I got from the Buddha meditation was to do a constant action. So I talk about that, our thinking, feeling, action, the triangle: thinking, feeling, action. A lot of time the action would generate new positive thinking, new positive feeling, like especially when we have a new physical experience. Like when we go out the other day, I went to Starbucks and sat down, made a video there, and that really made my mind feel a lot better. because that was something that I did to break the pattern, and it worked. So I was thinking how to do that with all the doctor's appointments and stuff. It's hard to do every day, but then I figured maybe I can always keep a target at least 2 to 3 days a week, the days I don't have a doctor's appointment or like Alice's doctor's appointment. Figure out a way to either go to the library or go to Barnes and Nobles or Starbucks or to the gym. Maybe I won't be able to go to all of those places, and maybe not every day, but even if I can go 2 days a week, and some weeks when it's a little less busy, maybe 3 days a week. And sometimes that also works in a way that it's a focus time. So if I'm applying for a job or doing some reading, it works as a focus time. The important part is being consistent about it. So I just gotta do it. I have to write it down. Maybe on the weekend. Actually, I didn't think of it before. I'm glad that I'm making this video, because as I'm talking about this, I'm thinking through how to plan it. Since the doctor's appointments are known, I can at least maybe on the weekend I will plan it out on which days, at least 2 days, when I can go to those places, because that way there will be some constant and consistency on the action, which will help with the new positive thought and feelings. Also, I figured that as much as possible, this morning video, I would try to keep it positive, because I think that helps with keeping the course of the day more positive. Plus, I have a few writings here, about 15 of them, which I kept it since, I don't know, since 2017, I think, so it's about 7 years. One of the writing there says, I think I gathered it from some YouTube video, where it says, affirmation is anything you say or think. You are creating your universe with every word and every thought. And which is true, because every little thing is energy, and our thoughts and how universe reflects it, this is sort of opposite of magnet. So if it was like the magnet, I wish it was like the magnet, that would be great, because in that case, because our mind goes, when our mind goes in autopilot, which is most of the time, it goes in the negative, and universe returns the negative experience. But if it was like magnet, universe would return the positive, but unfortunately it doesn't. So the two sides of us that we talk about, this is the positive side, this is the negative side. So to activate this positive side, we have to think of positive, and that is when universe will reflect the positive experience, positive thoughts, positive feelings, and all of that. So the thoughts and feelings and action is in our control, even though it's hard, but we can try to regulate only that. Only then universe will reflect similar. So yeah, this morning I'm drinking out of this coffee mug again. I had it in another video. I got it from the dollar store the other day, last week, I think. It says, "This is my happy place." So when I think of this is my happy place, what I think of is that this specific time, space, reality. So today, right now, it's June 14th, 2024, and 10:33 a.m. Eastern Time. this will happen only once in my life, overall, in general. So this specific time, and even as I talked, in Buddhism, how they would say that the time is already, like the sentence I spoke, that is already past. So everything is impermanent. So when we have this, I'm drinking my coffee. Excuse me. Excuse me. Been sneezing quite a bit. Don't have any cold or anything though. So yeah, it's keeping ourselves grounded to the present moment. And I started writing down some mantra yesterday. I was doing something, and in that, it had to write down 3 mantras for myself that I will repeat at least 5 times a day. So I wanted to make it positive, also something that is simple enough so that I really do repeat it, because if it's too hard, I'm not gonna do that. So I wrote them down. The first one was about inner peace, and I wrote it down that I am going to accept the things that I cannot change. That would give the inner peace, because a lot of time our mind goes into focusing on things that we can't control, and that is what causes a lot of distress. So accepting is a big part of inner peace. So that was my first one, that I'm going to accept the things I can't change for my inner peace. And the second one was I'll be kind and compassionate towards all beings all the time. I'll be kind and compassionate towards all beings all the time. When I say all beings, it's not only human. I want to be kind to insects and ants. I probably won't be like the monk as nice, but I'll try. And also, perfection is not the key. It's not that I'll become perfect with all of this, but I'm gonna use this as mantra so that it helps me to become a better and a more peaceful version of me, because I do want to become I'm striving towards to become the best version of myself, and it's not that I'm gonna stop trying, because in life we can always learn all the good things and the challenging things. The challenging things are like our teachers. So I'm gonna continue doing that. And number 3 was I'll try my best to stay in the present moment, and when I go to the past in my thought and to the future, I'll think of the good memories from the past, or good things in the future. Staying in present moment should be the easiest thing, but as we all know, it's not as easy. So our mind still wanders sometime in the past. So what I figured is, yesterday as I was making the morning video, it came to my mind that sometime the easiest would be, instead of forcing ourselves to be in the present, even if we are thinking something from the past, think of a good memory. And that helped. So I'm trying to do that a little bit. And when you're thinking something from the future, think something good instead of a worrisome thought. Sadhguru says that present is the only reality, because when we think of the past, it's memory, and when we think of the future, it's our imagination. So the past memories normally we think is the sad memories. We can try to turn it into the good memories, where when you went on a trip, or in the past when you had big success, you had some miraculous results with something. All of those are good things. Or it could be even something small. You had a really nice evening with your family, or you went out to eat at a good restaurant, or simple things. That could be a good memory to think about from the past. And when it comes to the future, our imagination, like Sadhguru says, those are imagination. Normally in the imagination, we are always thinking about the worries and the things that could go wrong, but we can always try to figure out the good, even though we may not know something that could be really, really good or miraculous. We can always think of something that is normal. Like, what I mean by that is, in Thich Nhat Hanh books, he talks about how by doing meditation, we can change our neutral feeling into pleasant feeling. He gives an example of when we have toothache, that's an unpleasant feeling. But when the toothache goes away, we consider that as a neutral feeling. But to change that neutral feeling to a pleasant feeling, we just have to remind ourselves that, oh, a few days ago there was toothache. So same things in the future. If you think of, oh, your life would be normal a week from now or a month from now, where you'll have the clean water, clean air, and many other surroundings, and that's a positive, because many parts of the world, they don't have that. There is war going on, there is other things going on. So even those pleasant pleasant things that may not seem like a miracle in our lives, those can create a pleasant emotions. Those can be positive. So that way, even if we can't keep our mind completely grounded in the present, we can still keep our thinking to the positive zone, because when we are thinking positive, we feel positive, and our actions towards others and ourselves are positive, because ultimately that's the goal. For inner peace, positivity is what is one of the biggest component of it. Another big component is patience, which I'm working on myself about. I have a thing that I wrote down a few weeks ago. I think PCP instead of primary care. It's like positive communication with patience. PCP, positive communication with patience, is what will bring peace, inner peace in me. So that's a quick mantra also I tell myself sometime whenever I remember. So yeah, I'll take a few deep breaths and finish the video. I'll probably go out today to the library. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I will go out somewhere at some point today. So this is one of the things that the constant that I got the message from the Buddha meditation. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'll take a few deep breaths. Okay. I'll continue thinking the positive thought as I talked in this video, and when I make the next video, I'll provide an update how it went. Bye.